Hi and welcome to the second part of my radio blog thing. Anyway, so this week we'll be in the studio and I'll be showing you how I work the actual show. So I put out a post yesterday about how I set up my hour, things like that. So yeah, today I'll be showing you how I go about actually doing it. Okay, so first I'll show you a bit of the equipment, so bear with me. Okay, so this is the new-ish studio. So we've got the Forge Radio logo on the back, which I think is really good, which I wish my college one had, because it was really weird looking at a blank thing. Anyway, so we've got a few mics around, so if you're having guests, they can all hear. This one is the presenter's mic, which is where I'll be sitting. This is for the music that plays, so you've got the 4 faders here, which relate to the 4 carts that you have on your screen, which I'll show in a minute. And then over here on this one you have the radio controls. So in the yellow outlined box is where the mics are controlled, and these ones all relate to the mics there, and then that one controls what you hear. So at the moment it's off because music is playing from another show. This one is our main screen, so if I bring it up to this. Okay, so this is going to be, if I move down to my hour, so this is my hour here, starting at 9 o'clock. Today's theme is disco, so I'll be playing all music from discos, the disco genre. These are the carts, which is what I was saying from in here. So this one you can listen to music, even if you're not, you don't want it to play out loud actually onto the radio, so that's good. So yeah, that's the normal system. You can search for any music you want here, and it will come up along this bit. So yeah, you've got jingles, faders, things like that you can sort of put on, so that when you've got a piece of music or 2 pieces of music, you can split it up and things like that. Also show you the screen that is over here. It shows what's going on at Twitter, and then for guests, how long a song has got left, and when the mics are live, etc. like that. And then I'll also show you this new thing, which I thought was pretty good. There. This shows for everyone in the actual Forge main bit what's going on, and when the mics are live, so they don't come into the room and stuff. And then we've got the second studio in there, which I think is mostly for recordings, unless this one's out. But yeah, so that's everything for now. I'll show you kind of what I do during the hour and things like that. So I will be checking back with you in about 15 minutes. Hello and welcome to the Genre Swap Show. It is Saturday, just gone 9 o'clock. Today's genre is disco. So that was Money 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 by ABBA. Coming up, we've got some great songs. We've got Night Fever and Staying Alive by Bee Gees. Enjoy. Okay, so I thought I'd just show you the importance of faders. So basically, these control how much sound comes out of the system. So you want them always to be at 0, which is where they all are at the moment, except if you've got a station bed, which is what I talk over, so you want to bring that down to usually about -20 to -10, so you can still hear it, but it's not there, and always afterwards to draw them back up. The reason I say to draw them back up is because if you leave them down, and obviously a piece of music goes into the cart that you are about to play, and then you can't work out why no sound is coming out, which is no good for radio obviously, it's usually the faders. It's no good if they're down, and I've done that once before when I was on college radio, and I was like to my teacher, I don't know why there's no sound, so I was having to like mimic it, so I was still talking, so there would still be something playing out, and he couldn't work it out until he looked down and saw that the fader was down, and that's one of the main reasons you should never leave it all the way down, if that makes sense. So what I like also to do with the screen is to have also the internet up with like news stories or funny things I found on the internet, or even like reviews, anything like that on there I can have it up ready for me to look at it. What I used to do as well is if there was like a puzzle going around on the internet or things like that, or like that dress that went up before, it was what colour is it, I would have it on there and that would be playing. But I put up the Twitter account that I've got for the Genre Swap show, so I can tweet what music's playing then, or things like that can go up. Mostly it is just what songs it is to get more people listening. So that's just my quick way, and then I'll also put up on the radio what the Twitter feed is and things like that. And then also people can keep up to date during the week if I decide what genre of music I'll be putting up for that next week, or if I'm off like I'm going to be for the next few weeks, they can see when that is. But yeah. That was Funky Town by Lip Sync, and then just before that, Blame It on the Boogie by Michael Jackson. So I was looking around on the internet, as I usually do, before the show to see what like funny stories I can come up with from the newspapers this week. So this one was out a couple of days ago. It was going around social media. It's the dog with the human face. And he really does. He looks like he's got one of his face swaps on. It's so cute. See, dogs. Who doesn't like them? And then I saw another one. A drunk man is hit with a $1,635 Uber bill after a 300-mile trip from West Virginia to New Jersey. So basically, he got into a Uber and decided that he was going to go all the way back to his home in an Uber, and it cost him $2,000. And surely the person driving had to have thought this is wrong and said something. Basically he'd got into the Uber and then fallen asleep and then woke up 2 hours later and then realised. There's also another great thing about this screen as well, is that it's touchscreen, which is great for when I want to hit that button to just go to the next song. But it also shows kind of a breakdown of the sort of the artist and the song that it's going to be. So it kind of gives you a summary and things like that. So you can put notes, Wikipedia, and then traffic comes up, which is great. Especially if you're during the day and people are listening around the student union. But the main one I like looking at is the weather, because usually it is right. And it was really fun watching it the other week when it was telling me that it was going to be like pouring down with rain at this time and this time. And I was just like, no, it won't. And it didn't. So I was right. Yeah. So that was 2 Donna Summer songs, Bad Girls and then Hot Stuff. Coming up, we've got a newer disco song, and then that will be me signing off. So it's just gone 10 to. Just to let you know, for the next few weeks I will not be here because I will be at home. So yeah, that's it. Keep updated on the Genre Swap show on Twitter, and you'll be able to find out when I'll be back and what I'll be doing that week. Yeah, that's all it is really. Yeah. I thought it would be longer, but no, that's about it. So coming up, we've got Change the Rhythm by Katy Perry, and then we've got Disco Inferno by The Tramps. Enjoy, have a nice few weeks, and if you celebrate Easter, have a nice Easter. Okay, so that was me signing off, and that'll be it for the next few weeks, but I'll be releasing this sometime next week, and then I'll also be reviewing what it's like being in first class on a train from Sheffield to London. So we will see what that's like. Enjoy, have a nice few weeks.